Good afternoon, friendly neighborhood pipe smokers. It's Cactus Piper and Lola. And Tuxedo, if you haven't seen him before. It's been a little while since I posted a video. Just wanted to drop in and say hi. I know my posts are few and far between, but unfortunately, I know like all of you, I'm busy too. A couple of jobs, and just doesn't leave a lot of free time. I'm filling up Lola's pool. Again, it gets filthy after a few days with leaves and debris, and I have to scrub all the gunk out of the bottom with the algae and whatnot. She likes it clean. It helps keep her cool here in the Phoenix heat. We had a big haboob here on Monday. I don't know if you saw it on the news. I guess it made some national news. Big cloud of dust. If I'm feeling juvenile, I like to call it a haboobie. The temperature was something like 105, dropped to 75 within 30 minutes. We got an inch and a half of rain in that 30 minutes. I was working at my part-time job at the grocery store in the evening, and when people were coming in, their automatic doors, the doors would open, and just the sheets of rain would be being pushed in the doors from the wind, and just puddles of rain were on the floor. So we had these squeegees that were trying to, push all the water out of the door so people wouldn't slip. So that was kind of fun. I don't know if anybody remembers, in one of my previous videos, I was talking about a big pine tree that I was going to have removed. That was right there. You can see the pile of wood chips there. So they took that down. That was about 70 feet tall. Took it down, ground the stump, and they trimmed the Palo Verde that's back, that tree right there, and two trees in my front yard for $2,400, which ended up being a pretty good price. I got one other quote from a guy, and he wanted $4,100 or $4,200 just to do the pine tree, and I'm not sure that even included the stump grade. So I think I got a pretty decent job from the first guy. So satisfied with that. Pine tree's gone. It was, I think I explained it in the other video, but it was dying. It's some kind of, I think they called it was an insect infestation. They called it the emerald borer beetle. I think it's from Asia. Housekeeping. I'm finally getting around to smoking the Sun Bear Navy cask. Just haven't had a chance to smoke it yet. I don't typically do reviews. I'm not very good at describing all the flavors. I'm not Carolina Kirk 70. I can tell you whether I like it or whether I don't like it. I do like this. I don't know that I necessarily taste the rum. I taste the honey. I don't know that I taste the tequila or the elderflower for that matter. But it's good. I taste the Virginias. It's mild. It's sweet. I mean, similar to the other Sun Bears for sure. And the pipe, this is a Savinelli Noce, it says. I think it stands for walnut. It has kind of the rustication that's supposed to look like a walnut shell, I guess. But kind of a cool pipe. Anyway, the emerald borer beetle, it's pretty, I guess it's, if you go up north here where there's a lot of pine trees up by Flagstaff, which is I think like 7,500 feet elevation, a lot of pine tree forests up there, you can see huge swaths of forest that are just dying. and it's contributing to a lot of the forest fires that they're having up there. They had a huge forest fire on the north rim of the Grand Canyon up there that they were kind of just letting be a controlled burn recently. I think it was started by lightning, and they were just going to let it burn itself out, and then it got out of control, and it burned down the lodge, the Grand Canyon Lodge on the north rim that was over 100 years old. I think Teddy Roosevelt has stayed there. It was a historic building, a huge loss for us here in Arizona. I don't know what they're going to do. If they're going to I imagine they will rebuild it. I don't know if they're going to try to rebuild it to replicate what it looked like historically. I hope they don't try to put up some kind of tourist monstrosity sponsored by Hilton or something like that. I think that would be awful. We'll see what happens. But yeah, the forest fire got out of control. They should have tried to put it out, obviously, and they didn't. So big mistake in forest fire management there. But I have a feeling it was contributed to by, like I said, this emerald borer beetle with a lot of the dead pine trees up there. Anyway, one of the other things I wanted to talk about was my good friend Sonoran Slinger. As many of you may already know, man, I keep talking too much. I'm letting this go out. He lost his phone, and he lost his passwords to his channel and was not able to upload any more videos to his old channel at Sonoran Slinger. And he was nearing half a century, almost 500 subscribers on that channel, which is quite a milestone for any YTPCer. I think I only have 69 subscribers myself right now. So he had to start a brand new channel at Sonoran Slinger Sonoran Slinger 2. And he's nearing the 100 subscriber mark now, so he's having to start all over, hoping he can contact YouTube and get his old channel back, and then maybe he can load his new videos back to his old channel, but who knows if that will be able to happen. So highly encourage everybody who sees this video to subscribe to his new channel and spread the word to other folks. Maybe add a video to your channel about his channel. Try to get as many people subscribing to his new channel as possible. He's got some great content. Very entertaining fellow. Makes you think. The other thing I wanted to mention as well, he posted a video about, and he mentioned this in his video, so hopefully he's okay with me mentioning this as well. His ex-lady basically trashed his cellar. All of the tobaccos that he had been collecting, everything that he'd been aging, everything that he had been storing, everything that he had been planning to rotate, was tossed. And he told me that not only did she she didn't just throw it in the garbage, she put it in the compost and mixed it into the compost so that it was completely unrecoverable, which I feel is extremely diabolical. That's the kind of thing that is pretty unforgivable in my opinion. I don't want to cast aspersions. I don't want to, talk smack about anything between a man and his woman, whether current or ex-woman. That's between them. But that's not a nice thing to do. I don't think. We all have our, and I know that it's tobacco. It's a material object. It's nothing compared to a relationship. But that's not a nice thing to do, and I feel for him. I feel for the loss of his relationship and his other losses as well. But as a pipe smoker, and I don't know, for all of you who are pipe smokers, we do spend a lot of time I'll call it curating our collections. And we put a lot of time and effort and blood, sweat, and tears into that. And it does mean something to us, I think. And to have it go down the tubes in a way such as that can kind of, I think, can be heartbreaking. So I'm going to put together a care package for him so he can try to rebuild that. I don't want to say I encourage other folks to do the same. You do what you wish. Feel free to do as you like, but I like I said, I want to do something for him because I feel that's a big loss, and nobody should have to go through that sort of thing. And Sonoran, if you see this and you prefer this not to be discussed, you've got my number, text me, let me know. I'll edit this out. Not a problem, sir. I still have to schedule Lola's dental surgery. I mentioned in my last video about that. I'll just give a brief recap if you didn't watch that video. Basically, she's obsessive with balls. She loves to play with balls. When she was younger, we let her play with tennis balls, and come to find out the felt on the tennis balls, especially when it's wet, can act as sandpaper, and she would put the ball in her mouth and she would rotate it. So it was like a belt sander, and it wore her teeth down, particularly the teeth in the middle here. So now she's got these center teeth are worn almost to the gum, and so we took her to a dental specialist. That doctor, that dental surgeon, thinks that she should have those teeth removed because the nerves are exposed to some degree. And she's a trooper. She doesn't act like she's in pain, and this has been going on for some time. So I mean, it's not life or death. She's eating fine, but I need to get this scheduled for her and get her taken care of. But it's probably going to cost in the neighborhood of $4,000. So what I think I'm going to do, I was exploring this. I have a 401k at work, and you can take a loan from your 401k, and then you pay interest on that loan, and then you pay it back to yourself. So you pay interest back to yourself, and you pay payments back to your 401k. So instead of borrowing the money like on a credit card and paying interest back to your bank, you're paying the interest back to yourself, which I think is, so you're in the short term, yes, you're maybe losing some investment potential in your 401k, but you're also not making interest payments to another company. So some other company's not making money off of you. So I'm thinking maybe that's the way to go. If anybody's got any other suggestions, I'm all ears. But that's what I'm thinking. And I think after that I need to get Tuxedo's teeth cleaned, because he has rancid breath for a cat, and I mean rancid. I don't think that's normal. Mushroom leg, Fritz. What about your cats? Do your cats have stank breath? Please tell me. I need to hear from other cat people. Anyway, I think that's about all I have for y'all today, YTPC. Hopefully it won't be another month before I post a video, but who knows how the winds will blow. Y'all take care of yourselves and each other.